Alright, hey there YouTubers. This is a quick little video here about welding helmets. I'm just getting into MIG welding. Got myself a Lincoln 140. I'll hopefully shoot a video about that later, but right now I'm talking about welding helmets. To get started with, I bought this cheapy Power Fist. If you're in Canada, you know where those are sold. Princess Auto. I think it was on sale for less than 10 bucks. So, I mean, it wasn't a bad helmet, I thought, to get started with, but typical helmet. It's got the protective plastic inside for grinding. I think a number 10 glass. The main problem with it is this headset here. It's just garbage. This thing, you can't adjust it properly. It's either too tight or too loose. So you can see how it ratchets up and down as you're moving it. So it's either so tight that when you shake your head, it sort of stops halfway down and doesn't go down all the way. If you loosen these, it's so loose that it won't stay up into the upright position. So, sorry about the video. So anyway, this is either too loose, too tight. It drove me crazy, especially when you're trying to learn. So this was a complete waste of money, honestly. So that's out. I went online, did a bunch of research, way too much research, and after all of that research, here's what I ended up with. A Jackson welding helmet. Wasn't cheap, sort of mid-priced. I ended up paying about $200 from this from Amazon. Paid a little extra for the one-day shipping because I was eager to get going. That's about half price of the better quality Lincoln helmets that I was looking at, or helmets from Miller. They were up in the $400 range plus taxes and shipping that might be required. This is an auto darkening helmet, so that's what makes it so expensive as well. So anyway, I'm eager to have a look, so let's rip into it. See what we got. Alright, nice cardboard box. At least we don't see all that junky plastic packaging. So this is the Jackson WH40 with the HaloX shell. That's what it should be anyway. Here's some of the specs here. See if this will focus. Variable shade 9 to 13, delay adjustments, 4 independent sensors. So this is supposed to be the newer version. The HaloX is the newer version, which I found really hard to get any clear information online about, because there's an older version as well. And out it comes. Alright. So the HaloX, some people called it flimsy, and I can kind of already see why. It's quite a soft plastic, so that makes it, the advantage is it makes it lighter than the older version. There's the booklet. We'll hang on to that, we'll get back to that. Nice and shiny. Come on, focus. There we go. So you can see it's a very soft, very pliable plastic. Some of the reviews, a lot of people did say it was flimsy, but at the same time a lot of people said it's very durable. That soft plastic makes it bounce rather than break, so it's more likely to, if it gets dropped on the floor, it's not going to crack, it's more likely to bounce. So hopefully that's good. Now my main concern with that Princess Auto helmet was the headgear, so I'm really hoping this headgear is much better. Feels pretty tight there now. So we loosen this off. Immediately you can see that there's no ratcheting. I don't know what's going on with that Princess Auto and why it ratchets as it goes up and down. And this one I can feel there's like a click stop, a positive stop, which is also what I read online. And when it goes up, it sort of clicks into position, so it's up, and then you can give your head a shake to drop it down. Nice large knob on the back. Let's see if we can get a look inside here at the controls at all. It's a little hard with the head gears in the way. I don't know if that's already powered up or not. Can't see my glasses, or if that's just a sticker. Let's see, we got a little plastic on here. I haven't even looked at the instructions, so oh, it is powered up. Alright, so you can see that's very simple. Mode to go into the grind mode, switches to darkness level 4. Press again, goes back to weld. Shade 10. So it just cycles through 9 through 13. That's cool too. Let's go back to 10. I like this, very intuitive. Didn't even have to look at the instructions. So the delay, you can see maybe on the right hand side there. I have to refer to the instructions to see what all those numbers mean, but and the sensitivity. Again, very simple, very intuitive. Looks pretty good. So that is the Miller WH40 with the HaloX. The other difference with the HaloX compared to the older version, which I can't recall the model number offhand, which is stiffer plastic, heavier. It's a narrower profile, but it's also a little longer down here. Which I'm looking at this thinking it doesn't seem to provide a whole lot of protection for the neck. But side by side with the Princess Auto, probably pretty close, maybe even a little more down here in the chin area. It's hard to say once you line up where the viewfinder, where the eyes are. The other reason why I wanted this one compared to this one is I wear bifocals. I'm old enough now that I need bifocals. This is a very narrow view area here. I found it very hard to see. I need to be looking down here somewhere. So I'm hoping on this with the larger view area that it's not quite as large as the best Lincoln ones on the market. I was looking at the, but that, again, that was $400. So, and it would have been a little bit bigger. It would have been down into this area here, but I'm hoping this will be big enough. So, hopefully we'll get some time to do some actual demos with it. I'll play with it a little bit. This was basically the unboxing. I'll spend some time with the instructions. 2-year warranty. It's another reason why I went with this one. I read a lot of things about customer service from Jackson. A lot of people said it's very top notch. If you ever have any problems with it, they're good people to deal with. So that remains to be seen, but hopefully that's true. And hopefully I don't have any problems. So we'll see. Quick flip through the instructions here, and hopefully tomorrow I can get to do some welding with this thing. I'll try to shoot a bit more video with the doing some demonstration. Okay, so there you go. Cheers.